Hello, I'm Aiden, the owner of Spark Events. I'm making this video to kind of give you guys just an overview of what we're doing and kind of explain the whole process and just go through anything that anybody might need. Firstly, about us, Spark Events is a team of two brothers, me and my brother Tristan. We both really enjoy music, and we've always kind of wanted to bring that experience to others. We started off just using Spotify to play music for our cousin's birthday party, and then we eventually got up into DJing with just like a cheap speaker, and then we eventually got up to where we are now, and we decided that we wanted to do it for others. Our biggest thing is that we wanted it to be affordable. Our gear is not top tier, but we feel that it is perfectly adequate for what we charge. So um, I'm Aiden, as I said, and my brother Tristan, he's the co-owner. I handle most of everything, whether that be like emails, any socials or anything like that, and the I will be DJing most of the time, as he lives out of town. But anytime he is available, he will also come along. And moving on, we have our gallery. This gallery will eventually grow into a bunch of pictures from events that we do and whatnot. Right now, there's just like a few more personal things that we've done, as well as our Instagram and YouTube. And then moving on, we have our frequently asked questions. So this is just questions that we feel most people would ask, and I feel that most people would need. Biggest thing here is how long is setup and takedown, as we need adequate time to do both of those things. Our contact, you can find it through here, click on this link, as well as anything that you guys may need to do to help us. So these are just general requirements that we have in order for us to be able to work with you guys. I'll just go over these real quick. At least 2 wall plugs, preferably on separate breakers. We don't believe that our gear will pop a breaker, as we have put them on together, and it has not been an issue. But just to eliminate that risk, we do ask that they would be on separate breakers, within 50 feet. We will supply our own extension cables, of course, but within 50 feet is asked. We also do need an area of at least 8 to 9 feet length and width, so that we can fit us, as well as our gear, as well as 6.5 feet of vertical space to fit us, as I am 6 feet tall and our lights are about 6.5 feet tall. Just under that, so anything lower than 6.5 feet may not be able to fit the lights, if the lights are needed. If you do not want us to have our lights, please let us know ahead of time. And then we will, of course, work that out. As well as decent Wi-Fi, because for song requests that we do not have already on our system, we will have to take them off the internet. So please, if you want people to have the ability to do song requests, some Wi-Fi is asked. And then moving on to our event packages. So this is just what we include, as well as our pricings. So for smaller parties, for 10 to 30 people, we would charge 100 for 2 hours less, or 100 and 150 for over 2 hours. And larger parties is 200 for 2 hours or less, or 250 for over 2 hours. We also can include a fog machine for $20. The $20 just covers the fog fluid that we will use. And then all event packages include one table for DJs and associated equipment. So, us and our equipment. 2 speakers that are good for small to medium indoor spaces and smaller outdoor spaces, as outdoor spaces tend to kill a lot of bass. However, if you really are just looking for some background music or whatever, we are willing to work with you on that. But if you're kind of looking for, like the really upbeat, thumpy music, smaller outdoor spaces and smaller to medium indoor spaces are asked. And of course, we have our lights. You may see them in the background. It's just a single all-in-one bar that we have 2 moving heads on that can shine up the room pretty great, as well as 2 derby lights that almost act like lasers, like a kind of like a all-in-one disco ball, if you will. And they shoot little lights out of them, which is pretty cool. We also can offer basic MC services. Right now, we are only going for like general parties or birthday events, no weddings. But if needed, we can make announcements for you, or we can offer the mic to yourself so that you can make the announcements if you want to. We also can offer our own tent awning to cover ourselves if we are outside in case it rains, or just to protect us from the weather if that is not provided by you guys. Please let us know ahead of time. And then at the bottom, prices and availability are subject to change prior to our confirmation. With the nature of this as a whole, it is very experimental, and we have other responsibilities outside of this, so we may not be available. So please have other options. And then built into the website is the booking form. So as you see, please read the frequently asked questions before booking, so that if there's something that you do not like, you don't waste your time booking with us. And then, as I said earlier, we're only looking for general parties or birthday parties. And then this is the website, our email. So if you need to contact us outside of this, but I will get into that later. So you'll fill out your information here, choose the party, and then please, if there's anything that you need us to know, please put it right here. And then once you press submit, you will be led to any automatic email will be sent to you, looking something like this, thanking you for booking us, and asking you if you need any specific songs or any specific do not play songs. Please let us know. And then this gives us a recap of the info that you put in, so that we can just see that from the email. On top of that, the contact info is built into the website, so you can email us directly if needed, or if you want to DM us on Instagram. The website is linked in the description, or if you're on Instagram, our bio. But yeah, that's pretty much it. After you receive the email, we will immediately begin checking our schedules, so we can get back to you as soon as possible, and we will let you know if anything changes. After you have received confirmation, we will send our bill, as well as a contract for you to sign digitally that you will send back to us, and we will keep a hard copy ourselves. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions, please feel free to comment. And right now we are only trying to spread via word of mouth. We're not trying to be, super popular, super huge right now. We just kind of want to get our foot in the door. So please, if you know of anybody who needs a DJ or anything like us, feel free to let them know about us and have them contact us. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have a great day.